Hi, I'm Jeff Sachs, Director of the Earth Institute and Director of the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network. And I'm delighted to be given a chance to first congratulate IFPRI and the authors of this wonderful 2014 Global Nutrition Report. It's a superb report and it really brings us up to date and it gives us a direction forward. And I'm also absolutely thrilled to be able to say a word about the 2015 agenda, which is big, really unique for our time, very opportune for the nutrition community, very timely for this report. In 2015, we have a chance to set the world on a better trajectory, a trajectory of sustainable development. And as all of you know very well, in September 2015, the world will adopt Sustainable Development Goals, which really will embrace the concept of a holistic framework that includes economic development, social inclusion, and environmental sustainability. But 2015 actually is the year for three major interconnected summits. Not only the adoption of the Sustainable Development Goals, but a very, very important summit, the International Conference on Financing for Development, which will take place in Addis Ababa, July 12 to 15. And of course, at the end of the year, a couple of months after the Sustainable Development Goals Summit, will be COP21 in Paris in December. The last chance, actually, to have an effective global climate agreement, which is, of course, vital for everything, including health, hunger, nutrition. So we have a big year ahead, and I believe nutrition is absolutely vital. The report makes that clear. Without proper nutrition, there is not human health, there's not the ability to meet our educational potential and objectives. There's no escape from extreme poverty. There's likely to be complete disarray in many places. The nutrition agenda is essential and also extremely complicated when we take the holistic sustainable development vision, because nutrition and food enter into the equation in multiple ways, not just as an input to human well-being and human health, but also as a factor, of course, in environmental stress. The overall nutrition situation is not good because, as the report makes clear, malnutrition afflicts 3 to 4 billion people on the planet. If one takes the chronically hungry, plus the hidden hungry of various kinds of very serious micronutrient deficiencies, and now the billion or so people who are overweight and many severely, morbidly overweight. So we don't have an agriculture system that's working either in the sense of environmental sustainability or human sustainability. Now, putting all of these pieces together is going to be a huge task, and I would ask the nutrition community to keep its focus on all three of these major meetings. In July, in Finance for Development, we need to get in the extra financing that we're going to need for climate resilience, climate adaptation, for climate change mitigation, for other kinds of ecological sustainability, and of course for direct funding of the poor for critical social services, direct nutrition programs, public health programs, education programs, safe delivery, and so forth. This is a huge job. The SDSN, that Sustainable Development Solutions Network, is working with the co-facilitators, the General Assembly, and the government of Ethiopia, the host institution, to help put together a solid and realistic package of financing to address these needs. And I would encourage us together to work together to make sure that nutrition and sustainable agriculture has its very strong place in the financing agenda. When it comes to the September meeting, I think it is fair to say, while people have said nutrition's not really on the SDG agenda, it's pretty solidly on the SDG agenda. As the General Assembly Open Working Group has reported and thereby provided the basis for the SDGs for next year, the proposal for goal number 2 is end hunger, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. So it is taking that holistic view of food, nutrition, agriculture, and it is calling for universal access to nutritious food all year round by 2030, and all forms of malnutrition, with special attention to stunting and wasting in children, and the special nutritional needs of pregnant and lactating women, and of course many different measures for the strengthening of the smallholder farm household in its income levels and its resilience to environmental shocks. But I would say nutrition is pretty much pervasive through the range of goals. The universal health goal, proposed SDG 3, Healthy Lives for All, includes a focus on non-communicable diseases, which of course have a huge nutritional component to them. Of course, it continues to focus on communicable diseases, safe childbirth, all of which have, as you know extremely well and have taught the world, a strong nutritional component. Quality education for all children includes a major commitment to early childhood development, and I'm glad that the early childhood development focus is definitely rising in world attention. There's a strong nutrition and health component. There's a water and sanitation goal, which we know is crucial for sound nutrition as well, because if we can achieve safe drinking water and proper sanitation, this also is a huge input to nutritional adequacy. So I think September will be another occasion where, with the leadership of the nutrition community, a huge, ambitious, robust, and holistic agenda can be put forward. And then finally, in Paris at the end of the year, I do think it's crucial for all of us to stress that if climate change runs out of control, not only will there be more catastrophes of floods and droughts and sea level rise causing storm surges and the like, but it will probably be the food supply of the poorest that really will buckle in. So resilience to climate change, agricultural resilience, household and public health resilience, but also mitigating climate change, heading off the worst, holding to that limit of 2 degrees Celsius warming as the absolutely upper bound of what is even conceivable, has to be at the core of the agreement reached in December 2015. These are all huge challenges, obviously, enormous. These are the stakes of the world. We need the leadership of the nutrition community. I never get tired of stressing that, saying it in every possible form. We need guidance too, and we need much better data. We need to measure where we are during the whole Millennium Development Goal period. We lacked the most critical data. What's happening year to year? How do we really measure chronic hunger more successfully and with more precision? And where is the hidden hunger, and how to make it not hidden anymore, in the sense that we know where vitamin A deficiencies or iron or zinc or omega-3 fatty acids or other dietary key considerations are lagging behind, and what should be done in every farm system and in each part of the world to make sure that locally produced foods are providing the nutritious diets that people need. Well, I won't go on. I know I've gone past my allotted time, but this is to say that this report is a wonderful job. I want to thank in particular Lawrence Haddad for not only his great leadership on this, but also for asking me to be part of this launch and celebration, but to really call on you to provide clear roadmaps ahead for this pivotal 2015 year on financing, on setting goals, targets, and indicators, on integrating the climate agenda adequately, and on helping with the measurement in the years ahead so that we can track where we are, make sure that we're making progress, know when we're getting off track so we can get back on track and achieve the goals that we will set next year for the world. Bold goals, nutrition for all, absolutely at the center. Thanks so much and congratulations again.